Take one.
No, this is the only take.
Take 369.
Take 2,582.
Oh.
Right, final one. Take 525,600. Okay, I'm good. How you doing, Ol? BarCast.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. It is our host today, myself, Mark the Viking, and Crispy the Singer. And welcome to the BarCast today. What an episode we have lined up for you today. Obviously, newest update has come into Minecraft with the 1.17 part 1, which has introduced brilliant stuff for building.
Yeah, it's basically the builders update. They've introduced geodes, they've introduced a load of different building blocks.
Deep Slate is beautiful.
Deep Slate is the main one, which is one of our builders on the server we've got is really loving to build with it.
Oh,
and he's like, I will give you books if you give me this stuff. I cannot be bothered to mine anymore. And you've got like 2 double chests, which is like 3,500. Pieces.
So obviously it is our new season of the BarCraft, if you watch any of our videos or Chris's streams, and this time we've had inspiration from another group that Chris will.
It's, if you're in our Discord server, it's no surprise I'm a bit of a Hermitcraft fan. I particularly like Grian, Scar, Mumbo, that sort of lot, Impulse, B-dubs. If you see on my Twitter, you've seen I've like built a few like B-dubs designs, but we decided this time we're gonna base it a little bit more on Hermitcraft, and we actually got a shopping district going on a mushroom mushroom island,
and it looks really nice with what we've been able to do with the others as well. And we all agreed on doing this at the start of the project.
Most of us.
Most of us. Not everyone took a shine to it. But the thing is, what's good about trade is, fair enough, we said like diamonds would be the resource, but what's good about markets, what's good about economy, you can barter.
Yeah.
So we can use other resources. As we were saying, like with Deep Slate, I found so much of it, and I'm willing like to trade it. Obviously, it's like 5 stacks for a book, and vice versa. And if I was, I'd be paying like with diamonds. So it works in favour, and it works well. And bear in mind, I'm no longer the rookie of the group. There is someone new that is joining us.
Yes, I can't wait for her to join. Actually, it's going to be so fun.
Oh, it is indeed. And the best thing is like I'm still learning various bits, like when it comes to the farms, and I've watched videos of what other people have done, and it's been quite good. And with the shop idea, because obviously I'm away, I help Chris with like the supplying or like
it's sort of like my it's like we've decided that this season, even though we're building 2 separate areas, because Mark wants to build more of a Viking with like a long house and all that sort of thing. I'm like more forest, jungle, magical jungle sort of theme. But we decided, because I work a lot during the weeks and I've got other things planned, and Mark is week on week off work. So it's quite often that, there's not going to be a lot of time where we can both play. So we decided that all shops, we're going to share all the stuff, so all the profit. We're basically going to get like a big vault going.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting setup.
Which I might build whilst he's off, on the boat.
And the thing is, the best thing is what we have as well, is with the new ore, it looks quite interesting on the blocks. So, for example, with gold, you used to like smelt it down into blocks and make a stack that was like shiny. But in this case now, we could just like collect it with Silk Touch tools and keep it in the ore form, or make raw gold blocks that look quite interesting.
Yeah, they look like nuggets.
Yeah, and it's beautiful for a vault. I mean, and diamonds as well. If we find diamonds, we might have a few blocks, because that looks better than just one, unless we have one big ruby and put it in the middle. Like.
Just a weird flex.
Oh, if we could dye it and make it a red, like a ruby.
Yeah.
That would be interesting.
Oh, because you can get emeralds as well.
But, best off, a new resource is copper. Now, didn't have the properties that I was expecting it. Was less than what I thought, but the blocks do look pretty good.
Well, what do you mean by properties?
I was thinking more like it was going to be cosmetic, like with some armour and stuff like that.
Oh,
yeah.
you're thinking more armour-wise.
So, I know obviously copper's not a brilliant thing, but I would have thought it would look quite nice, and if you could get like the rust on it, you could make quite runic places with it. Yeah. However, I'm not exactly disappointed with it, because the raw blocks are quite interesting to make, and even when you smelt it and make a nice block, it works quite well if you put it with block effect.
Exactly, and what you can do is you can do everything with it which you would do stone.
Yes.
So you can make stairs, slabs, chiseled, and all that, and then it will age. And so you can have like unaged, which is the shiny, orangey, coppery colour.
Yeah.
You can have partially aged, which is hints of, I'm going to say teal is the colour.
Yeah.
Teal or turquoise, I always get those two mixed up.
Mixed of both.
Mix of both, or you could get pure turquoise.
Yeah.
So you can have various colours.
Oh, indeed. And the interesting thing as well is obviously lightning rods.
Yes. We haven't had many storms on the server yet, but they'll come.
Yeah, I'm sure after we've said this now, we're going to get hit by a few.
Yeah. So, well, I am holding the hammer.
Oh, indeed.
I am Thor.
So,
I am worthy.
So if you see me ever in the stream and he gets hit by lightning, it's the hammer in reality.
Yeah.
Oh, but what's not to love? I mean, the best feature as well is because we've got two different bios next to each other. It's interesting, like the different villages we've got.
Yeah, because they have different skins. Because we've got plains biome villages, which is just a general boring brown clothes.
Yeah.
But since I'm in the jungle, I got the jungle skin, which is like more
tribal, I would say, because
that's the word I was looking for.
Yeah, it's more of a tribal.
Yellows and greens included on the skin,
and it's quite like bright colours as well. So it's quite nice because it's different. Because obviously, as you know, jungles do have bright stuff, everything like from flowers to birds, nature.
Yeah, pesky birds. I got a couple of parrots.
Oh, he does indeed.
And I got some pandas as well.
And that was one operation we were getting, because obviously if you've ever seen, obviously he refers to himself as Panda as a nickname.
Yeah, Panda's a nickname that came through from Scouts.
Which was quite a nice feature.
Yeah, and it sort of suits me fine because I'm chubby, I eat all the wrong stuff, I like to nap, and I'm clumsy. Which is exactly what a panda is. Oh, I'm cuddly as well until you really piss me off, and then I will kill you.
Yeah, so there is that basically. He's a nice and chill when you're on a good side. Just don't get on his bad side, and it's quite a sight to behold, I would say. But that was the main thing, because one idea was we were going to get villagers, which we've done, and the next goal was obviously getting pandas. So we've covered two of the operations we had.
We've taken on 2 targets. The third target was the shop.
Yeah.
And I got that going pretty quick. And it's making... I'm in profit now.
Oh god, he is indeed.
Yeah, which is, good old economy. I'll put a special offer on. I was like, 5 diamonds a box or 2 for 8 diamonds.
Which is very fair.
Which, I mean, considering the death risk.
Oh yeah. Yeah,
trying to get the shells for these boxes, Oh
god, yeah. When you got to dodge and go everything, and the first thing is like, fair enough, you can eat the fruit that sends down to the ground, but you don't know if you're going to look at like meat eyes with an Enderman.
Yeah. So shulker boxes, for those that don't know, are boxes that are actually monsters in a realm of Minecraft called The End. They live in end cities, and they're little like boxes which. I suppose they're like alien shellfish.
I guess if you were to play D&D, they would be like the mimics.
Yes, that's a good way to describe it. And they shoot these little bullets, they're called, and if you get hit with it, it sends you flying.
Now, the thing is, these bullets are not just simple, straight fire. These are home-seeking, will get you if you don't put a block or you kill it in time.
Yeah, so if you don't block it with a shield or something, you'll... And the worst thing is, it can drop you from a height and it's death. So you really need to make sure you're like underneath a low ledge, or basically you just need to make sure you can get down to the ground before you die of full damage.
And that's either rush building or a bucket of water, as what is always good. And funny enough, it's what I'm drinking today.
Well, that is nearly a bucket, isn't it? Yeah. Yeah, this was a good idea. So, what else? But yeah, basically you kill these and you get their shell and you put them on a chest, and then you get a shulker box, which is basically a really good inventory thing, because you can fill it up with 27 stacks of goods and then just carry it in one of your slots. So you really big up your inventory space.
Which I really wish we had in Valheim, because you've got limited on what you can carry, and let's just say we go on an operation, we don't exactly want to go back to some other hostile zones.
No.
We just made it into the swamp, and we've now got iron, but we now know we need to get more.
A lot more.
However, we also wish it was something like that in like Minecraft, because at the end of the day we could easily get hold of iron now with the iron farm, but that's not the case for Valheim.
No, there's no easy source of... Like, we barely found this crypt, and it was being guarded by an ooze, and Mark was just like, Chris, you run there, and I'll take it away, and then I'll meet you there. I'm just like, I'm already there.
Yeah.
And you're just like, are you? Yeah, I already jumped after you. I legged it.
Yeah, basically the technique is I'll be the bait to draw the things away, and Chris will either try and kill it or
escape.
tactical retreat.
Yeah, but with an ooze, we decide the only viable option is a tactical retreat.
Yeah, I mean we can easily kill it, but it's not killing it that's hard.
I wouldn't say easily.
Well, it's mainly when we get into close combat. Everyone has a stinky fart, but let's just say this one is deadly. Very.
To a stinky fart.
I would, because my God, because it bubbles up and then you just see this gas cloud go out, and it's like 17 seconds of pure pain, and it's like it's the worst thing, because it's like you think, oh, I've killed it, that's good, I've got the arm, everything. No, this fart just kills you.
The worst thing is it produces two blobs.
Yeah, as soon as
which
you kill
also has stinky farts.
That's what I'm referring to, because it's quite good. But yeah, and the good thing is, I haven't tested it yet, but they drop ooze that we can make as grenade. So we might have fart grenades.
No, I believe they're called stink bombs, dear.
Hey, fart grenades to sound better.
Yes, but this is family friendly. It's a stink bomb.
Well,
I'm kidding.
I mean, fart is very friendly.
Yeah.
I mean, speaking from a sailor, pretty much I'm very good at this at the moment.
Yeah.
Unless you've seen the first lots of the streams, then no.
No, Mark is rather crude.
But in a good sense of humour.
I'm not much better.
No.
To be fair.
But no, the adventures we've had and the accomplishments, we compare the two together, and it's a really good laugh.
Yeah, but no, games have been pretty good to us lately. And I want to bring us very quickly back to the Minecraft server. We are currently at 5 people. How many people are logged in? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 people have logged in, and we've got 2 people to still log in.
Yes.
Which will bring us up to 9.
Yeah.
One's a newbie and one's just hasn't had time yet.
Yeah, he's busy life and all
Yeah,
that.
which is fair enough. This isn't a all race this server.
No, because we help each other out, because it's like if anyone joins, the information that we've gathered we'll pass on, and if they need help with like starting the resources, we'll find them.
Yeah. We did have 2 other people, but unfortunately they've decided to leave the server due to their own reasonings.
Yeah, basically.
It's sad to see them go, because they were good Minecrafters.
Oh yeah, they were a good laugh.
But our server wasn't for them.
No, it's basically different goals and everything, and at the end of the day, if you don't feel that you want to be there, there's no point forcing yourself. We're still going to have a good, our good laughs and that, and at one point we are going to be arranging not in the biggest arena if you've ever seen our season 1.
That was a little overkill.
Yeah, we're going to make like a fighting pit like you would see.
But maybe just a small fighting pit. No mob this time, because that didn't really work last time.
If we can find a spawner, I'm thinking we might try it.
Maybe, or we could. But we'll worry about that later.
Yeah.
The details later. But it could just be a bog standard fighting arena, just like a small one, about 8x10.
Yeah, and basically
12.
everyone can just watch it. You don't want to have it too vast that you're running halfway across the field, but enough where you can basically fire an arrow and like dodge and duck.
Yeah.
I mean, we had a really good one with another member where this was like when we were waiting for the breeding, and we didn't realise that the bug at the time. But what we did is in daytime we decided we will kill each other because obviously we drop our heads. But this all started going a little bit back to give you context. We were just defending the village from skeletons and that, and one of ours shot me in the head because I killed these skeletons.
And it wasn't me!
No, for the first time he's actually not killed me this time.
I mean, I did, just not by accident.
Yeah, basically when we actually started warfare, yes, you do kill me. But it's like I killed the skeleton and the bow just shot me in the head. And what? Spawned in my base.
So we're just like, okay, so during the night, we'll work together, survive the night, take out the phantoms, the creepers, the skellies, the zombies, the whole lot. And during the day, when there's no mobs, we'll kill each other.
Yeah.
Because maybe the villagers need to sleep through the night a couple of nights so they will breed.
Or have some entertainment of like all of us dying outside.
Exactly,
Glad
we were literally just trying anything at this point, not knowing that it was because a rule was turned off.
Yeah.
So we were just killing each other for like, 20 minutes?
Yeah, and the funniest thing is...
We got like 20 heads.
We each got a kill of each other at least twice.
Me and Doc killed each other 5 times.
Oh,
whilst you were running around trying to get back.
Oh yeah, because I thought it was like it was one bed per, but I didn't realise we could all share the same bed. I know last season we did, but I forgot because that was when we fought the Ender Dragon.
Yeah, that was January and you were drinking a lot because it was your birthday.
Oh god, yeah, that was
it was literally his birthday.
Oh, actually, speaking of which, this season we managed to do it quite early, and we went in with like some of the basic weapons.
Oh my god, yeah, we went very unprepared.
But
it was worth it.
Oh god,
I've got my wings now, so I'm happy.
And we've got like a really good archer.
He's a very good archer. And Chris is kamikaze when it comes to the end. Chris just goes in, ham and ball, just all guns blazing.
Oh, and it was just so much funny.
Yeah, but we got a good thing going. And I'm really happy with how things are game wise. One last game thing, but not like a big server game, because you've been playing games on your own.
Yeah.
But the game I've been playing Sword again, Pokemon Sword.
Ah, yes.
I've been going for an all ghost team.
Oh yes.
And now I don't know if anyone's done. I mean, loads of people do like specialized teams, but this team I've picked is quite a fun one for me, because I've not gone based on this Pokemon stats.
Okay.
Because some people do that. It goes, I need someone who's got tanky HP.
Yeah.
I've got someone who's really good at attacking. I've just gone, I like Gengar. Poison will be good to have because it's fairy types. Oh. Yeah, I'll take that.
Yeah.
I've thought about the typings and then gone, yeah, I can get you. And I've literally just gone, some of them are just personal favourites. Like, I love Mimikyu because the first attack you deal it doesn't do anything because of its ability Disguise. I love Agislash because it's a sword and shield.
Oh,
and it's the Pokemon Sword and Shield, so might as well have it.
Oh, indeed, and it's always nice to go in and like have a team because it's a nice challenge. Like obviously in some games you got like stat challenges and stuff. It's kind of like that. Obviously, where you have like similar goals you want to do. Like say, right, if you kill someone, you got to shout out this saying each time. If you don't, you get like a penalty, or like you lose the weapon you got. But that's only if anyone doesn't understand what we're talking about, like with the Pokemon, going in with like a team that you want, which is always good.
But going in with like it has to be a ghost type. Like, which makes it interesting. It means if I ever fight like a dark type, I am all of my team is weak to it.
Which is a challenge.
Which is a disadvantage.
Yeah.
And one of the gyms is a dark type gym. So the only thing I've got that I know super effective is the fairy type, Mimikyu, and he doesn't know any fairy moves. So he's got the type advantage, but not the move advantage, and that's why I'm mid grinding up.
Oh mate, you've got to love gaming, you do. And anyway, if anyone does want us to take a look at like some games or wants us to talk about any, do let us know in the comments or on our social medias. We are always open, as I say each time.
Okay, so we've just done a nice bit about gaming, and we've done updates there, but we've got other life updates and up to scratch. What has happened within the past week or so is Mark and I have both been vaccinated.
Oh, we have indeed.
We've had our first stab, and which is funny because we were literally just saying to Liam in the last podcast how we were just like, I want to be stabbed, I want to feel something, and literally the Saturday in which that episode was released, that morning, I got stabbed.
Yeah, you literally did.
Literally, the podcast was due at like 1. I'm like, I'm going to have to postpone, guys, because I'm currently waiting in line to get vaccinated.
And it was quite good, because it was like, it was a walk-in thing. Obviously, I couldn't attend this because I was on the vessel at the time. But it was quite interesting, because literally, like, near the end of the week, they actually opened it out to everyone, and you could book.
Yeah, there was a pop-up centre like in various locations, and they did one at the shopping centre near us, which is about half an hour drive.
Yeah.
And I woke up on the Saturday morning at about 8:20 with a Facebook notification from my singing teacher saying she's mentioned me in a comment. Now, she doesn't do this. We generally don't tag each other in things unless it's like singing school related stuff or music related, like something we need to like talk about. So I'm like, what? So I opened it up and it said COVID pop-up vaccination site open today 9:30 till 1. And I was just like, I'm off there then. I got up, I did what I needed to do in town, because I needed to sort out some paperwork, because my driver's license expired and I needed to do that, because, otherwise I'd technically be driving illegally and we can't do that.
No, we can't. No, it's not GTA and anything like that.
No. So I went to the post office, I sorted that out, I got in my car, went over to Thanet, and there was this giant queue for people waiting to get vaccinated, 18 to 30 year olds.
Oh, yeah.
I got in this queue and I went, you know what, this could take all day, I don't care right now.
Yeah, I mean, health is a good bit, and as you said, it's better to get it when you can.
Yeah, because we weren't actually sure when they were going to open it up to our age group, because it was down to 30, and 3 days later they did open it up for 25 plus. Didn't know that on Saturday.
No, because it was a surprise that the open tent thing did come up, because it didn't pick up on any of my radars, and usually like we're always something appears and we know about it. But yeah, and obviously Chris managed to get it. It was quite interesting. I was thinking like, you lucky son of a gun.
I mean, I was in that queue for an hour and 10, and then 20 minutes. I was I was in the initial queue for about 15 minutes, and then a nurse came up, signed one of the vaccination cards, and said, go over to Saga, please, because we've got too many people here, we don't actually have enough, this was way too popular, which is good to hear for our generation. Yeah. So I went over to Saga, I overtook about 6 people, because they were just, let's just dawdle over to Saga, and I'm just like, gotta go fast. Like, I walked with a purpose.
Oh, you need to. You do, because at the end of the day, the worst thing you want to do is be turned away if they haven't got enough.
Exactly, and I got in the queue by overtaking like 6. I was in that queue for like another best part, I want to say 15 minutes.
Yeah.
Until I got into Saga. And then 15 minutes sat on a chair waiting to get stabbed. and then got stabbed, and 15 minutes later I was allowed to leave.
Yeah, I mean, I was quite lucky because obviously, whereas I got a text obviously about booking it and managed to get mine for literally the day I was getting off the ship, because other than that I would have to have waited a couple of weeks because the times would have been when I was next on the vessel.
Yeah.
So luckily for me, I didn't even if there was the drowsiness that some people struggle with, I wouldn't have noticed because I just finished work.
Yeah, because my side effects were I was really tired and a sore arm, which is what I've heard a lot of people who had the Pfizer's vaccine had.
Yeah.
And obviously, with you doing just a week on, you were fatigued anyway.
Yeah.
So you were just like, oh, I'm tired anyway. Am I any more tired? Probably. Can I tell the difference? No. I don't sleep. I get about 3 hours of sleep a week. It's fine.
Pretty much. That tends to be how it is. And funny enough, that's when we started the new server. Oh, I'll tell you what. The one thing is, I did feel it in the arm after the next day. You could feel it, but you always will because it's something that's been added to your body system.
Yeah, and your body's fighting it.
Yeah. But obviously it does accept it, and for our generation, the first dose does protect us for a majority, but the second one is the one that will solidify and basically boost. It's like the booster shot if you've ever had a few of them in your early lives. Or if not, and if you're young watching this in the future, you might.
Yeah. But yeah, now is my second one is booked for mid to late August.
That's not too bad.
Yeah, August 21st I'm booked for my second, and it couldn't come quicker.
Myself, I haven't got a date for mine because obviously, whereas I got messaged by my GP because mine couldn't do it, but I got sent to another site. I'll wait for the next message from them because if they've got a record of it, I'll wait for them to contact me. And if I don't receive anything after the weeks, then I will book one. But I trust my GP, and if anyone's got any questions about the vaccine, do talk to any of the doctors.
Yeah, don't ask us, we ain't got a frigging clue.
No, but I'll tell you what, the one good thing, I'm sure Chris will agree, the volunteers that are there to help all the doctors lead
they're so good.
And they're so funny.
And even people at the COVID testing site, they've been amazing as well.
Yeah, and it's good to see because it's never an easy thing, and you had some of the best people come out, lighten the mood, make you feel like you're at ease. So, because obviously, yes, an event such as this is very scary in most cases, and not everyone's. I mean, we're used to it where I wasn't too afraid of it, because life sometimes just happens.
Yeah.
But yeah,
doesn't it just?
And the thing is, it was lovely to see they were like a nice laugh, always reassuring how you doing, and making the experience fun because everyone's been to a doctor or a dentist and you know how daunting it is waiting and just obviously with the distance and like how people have not seen each other. It's nerve-wracking for some of them. So I had some brilliant ones talking with, very friendly, and yeah, I think mine I was probably there maybe just 20 minutes because obviously where it was done an appointment. Go in.
I did see that people who had pre-booked appointments, they were sending in the other door and they were getting through a lot quicker.
And the thing is like if you just if people turn up early, they'll still dose them because if you've got the vaccine at hand, you might as well dose them as they go on.
Yeah.
So I arrived at mine. A few people arrived early, and they said, "Yeah, we'll go on." It will still be the same time. And obviously you do have the rest period afterwards of...
Yeah, you have 15 minutes, 20 minutes.
Because any side effects or anything would come out by then and you're good to go.
Well, any of the really bad ones, like the throwing up, the dizziness, the fainting, like the really bad side effects will take effect within that period of time. And plus you don't want to, if you've just been like stabbed in the arm, you don't want to just run around straight away.
No, and the thing that I love the voice is all the questions. So it's like, in the past week, have this happened? I said, "Oh, don't worry, we do enough tests on board the vessels, and we've had a procedure." So, have you been at sea? I've been at sea. I'm stuck on a vessel. I think they were shocked because I just was I
was on a boat.
Yeah,
I was on a boat. And where were you? I was on a boat.
Yeah.
And what did you do? I was sailing the boat.
And yeah, it was just quite easy. I said, like, I'm very simple when it comes to these things.
I was just, have you? No. Have you? No. Have you? No. Have you? No. I literally just, it was really easy for me to run off all the no's.
Yeah.
Because I've been sensible enough, like, this is the most insensible I get.
Yeah.
And it's with you, and I know you're, like, as safe as can be, because you have to test twice a week.
Yeah, 3 times now.
Oh, 3 times.
Yeah.
So even more. So we definitely know this bugger's safe.
Yeah.
So that's great.
And I usually have a good well-being of keeping safe when it comes to all this type of stuff.
Yeah.
Not out of my love life, but that's a different story for another day.
Yeah, let's not go down that rabbit hole again.
But generally health-wise, yes, it's always important to consider your health because it's not you now, it's later in the years that you'll realise.
Yeah. If you make the right decisions now, you in the future will thank you for it. But that's a bit solemn. So
If you like our content, please consider supporting us on Ko-fi.
So we've done our COVID jabs, we have done games.
Yeah.
Let's do a couple of small updates now of what's been going on. Because last week, I went to the theatre for the first time.
Oh, yeah.
I saw 60 Musical and it was great. I loved it. But that wasn't the highlight of my evening, which takes some doing because that was a really good highlight. The highlight for me was the pre-show. I went with a couple of friends, but they were, because we didn't book at the same time, they were in like row F, I was in row P. We were at the big theatre in the local city, and we got in pretty much as soon as the doors opened at 7:15.
Nice.
So we could like avoid the rush of people coming into the theatre.
Yeah.
So, then we could find our seats and we could do all that jazz.
So be early when it comes to shows because it saves you a lot of hassle and it's
Yeah.
nice and chilled.
Well, at the moment where it's, spaced out seating, because, you're not getting up and down as much to let people past.
Yeah.
But anyway, I actually got talking with the stewardess.
Oh, yeah.
And the background music was pop songs played with a lute.
Ooh.
So imagine fireworks but played on a lute.
Interesting.
Edge of Glory, Toxic, all like these really fun songs but played on a lute.
That's the
And I was just vibing so hard. And the stewardess noticed and we were just having a laugh and having a talk.
Oh, that's
And I realised, I thought when it came to talking to new people, I thought I was going to clam up. Because I hadn't done it for so long.
Right.
And I thought I was going to go to my full introverted ways. But it turns out my mind has missed new people so often. It was the easiest thing I've done.
And that is quite an accomplishment.
It is, and I'm really happy about that. Because, one, I found her to be rather attractive. And normally when I see people who I think are rather attractive, I clam up anyway.
Oh, God, yeah, the nerves.
Like my nerves will be shot. So that's 2. As I said, first new person I've spoken to in person since before the pandemic began.
Oh, wow, yeah.
Because people in shops don't count. Because you're just grocery shopping, you're not really sparking conversations with them. I've done phone calls with people. But, that's just
work.
That's work. That's a different mind. This was social, in a social setting, doing something completely social.
Yeah.
And
That sums it up.
Yeah, social. And I'm really proud of myself, because I was just my normal self.
Yeah, and
I just vibed with the music and shared that vibe with someone else.
And to be honest, when I first heard of this, I was quite surprised. And it's good because, as I mentioned before, Chris has grown so much in the past couple of years, and now look at him. He's come out of a pandemic almost, and he's got his confidence.
Yeah, let's say he got confidence, but I guess...
He's got the hammer, as you can
I've
see.
got the hammer. I feel worthy right now.
He has to be worthy before he's done.
I feel worthy. It's just nice that I'm starting to feel confident.
Yeah.
A little bit. I've done my 2 months of being wavering, a nervous wreck, and bad. I wouldn't say bad mood, more sad mood than anything. And now I've come out on the other side, and I'm just basically, whenever there's good music, I can vibe and just feel good about myself.
Which is good. And obviously, folks, do help me out because, as you can see, he gets a bit like touchy when I mention how well he's like grown. So join me on my crusade or raid of making sure we're telling him he is, because at one point I almost got him emotional, and that's the aim of the game, folks. As his best bud and his brothers in arms, that's what I'm here for.
Yes, I mean, you're not doing too bad yourself, really. Like, you've been able to go throughout this pandemic, considering that a couple of years ago, you were more anxious than I was at things, and you were really closed up.
Yeah.
But the amount you've been able to open up, has been great, and the fact you've gone from here on giving a shit to down here to giving a shit, like, you've stopped caring. Like, you're just like, oh yeah, is Chris gonna humiliate me about my exes again? Probably. Let's do it.
Yep, go with the flow and make sure, because at the end of the day, my life's experience can always help someone or have a good laugh at the end of the day.
Exactly. So, you've had good growth as well. It's not just me.
No, but I just reassure it because he's not told that half the time, so I make sure to jab him in the ribs about it.
Yeah. Nice painful jab right here.
Yeah.
Right under the tip.
Yeah, which is the right amount of pain, but also the enough that it doesn't hurt too much.
Yeah, just a reminder, friendly reminder.
Which is always handy to have, because you can look on your past experience and just think, I can improve and I'm getting better.
Yes. So that's what's happened recently with moi. What's happened recently with you?
So obviously with me, I've lost some more weight, which is good because I was staggering for ages.
Yeah, I'm staggering at the minute.
Yeah, so
I know why.
I don't think I ever told everyone the weight I used to be.
You haven't.
Which
You told me, but you haven't told the world.
Yeah, so I told Chris at one point because I didn't look it, but you'll notice.
I didn't believe it.
No, so at one point I was over 21 stone. And this has been like when we have been recording like near the start as well.
Yeah, it was like last summer.
Yeah, so I was like, I think I was, let's say, maybe 21, 10 or 9 pounds. And obviously I've managed to now get under 19 stone. And it's still under a year.
It's still a couple of stone.
Yeah, I've managed, because obviously losing stones are not as easy, and trying to keep up with it,
especially where some weeks work stress gets you, some weeks life gets you, and then lads night are never any good for you.
But they're good because we actually eat less because we keep them more busy. But yeah, no, literally, I used to. So obviously, stress wise, I don't smoke, don't do any like kinds of drugs or anything. I socially drink.
Neither.
I socially drink. So when I'm at work, we are dry. So when I was getting stressed, I would just eat, and that's bad.
You were dry.
Oh yeah, I'm not dry when I'm off, when I see my friends. Then
he's a bit moist.
Yeah, I tend to drink more. What he just said, I could come up with so many bad innuendos, but I'm not going to, because there's no point being in balls deep about this kind of stuff. That's an inside joke about that one of the lads tonight. But yeah, so I've been keeping up losing weight, and even though when I staggered, I still kept doing it. It wasn't harsh on the diet plan I did, so I would still have treats and that, because you don't want your body to be locked in and then think, oh, he's not had sweets and that, gives up, and then when you do, oh god, it's worse.
Oh yeah,
yeah.
Always fine with diet. You don't cut things out; you just cut them back.
Yeah, and you treat yourself. So like, if say you were going for low carb, don't necessarily cut it out at your life. Just go along. But yeah, so throughout the times, I've just improved. As Chris has said, I'm more zen, not caring what happens. As you can see, he's stroking my beard, and there's like no reaction out.
It's so fluffy.
Yeah. But that's the thing, it's keeping myself better, and mentally as well, is doing what you enjoy, and don't shut yourself off, like I did for 3 months a couple of years ago, and I've not been able to get out of that, so if I ever go quiet, as you can see, I can probably feel a burning sensation in the side of my head because I've got 2 eyeballs. Now, he's one of 2 people that reminds me of this stuff.
I mean, I'm more 2 of 1 person to remind you because I remind you.
You remind me the most, but when the other one's around, it's like a team up of like mass destruction.
Yeah, you wonder why I have the hammer now.
Yes, it's basically, if you can imagine, it's like Bruce Banner, like one's the scientist, one's the Hulk. He's pretty much the Hulk. Lovable guy.
Which is hilarious, because I'm the teddy bear.
He is, but the same as the Hulk when he's like friendly. Like in Ragnarok, he was always friendly, and now.
You know, except when he, throw a shield at the wall, nearly decapitating Thor.
Hey, bonding session, I like to call it. Not the bonding that I think Chris is thinking of.
I don't know what you're talking about.
That's a different subject altogether.
No, what you talk about, bondage is fine.
But another thing that we have played, which was quite interesting because bonding comes up in that, is Cards Against Humanity. But it is Cards Against Disney.
Oh yeah, I mean we touched it a little bit with Liam a couple of weeks ago, but we basically on lads' night we play games, or we just have a laugh and make innuendos and. Basically, where we can make an innuendo, we can, and we nearly choke.
Oh god, yeah, there was one time we were eating food, it was like peripherals.
Yeah. We did like a dinner night, because it was 2-3 years ago.
Yeah.
Because I know it wasn't long that I moved in, and I wanted to do dinner for the lads.
Yeah.
So the 4 of us, which is, by 4 of us, I mean it's Scott, Max, Mark and myself.
Yeah.
We did a roast dinner, and then we had profiteroles and ice cream and cream for dessert. Yeah. But the innuendos got so much on the desserts because we were talking about like balls and mouths and cream, and it just got absurd.
It was almost just desserts for some people because you were
Max choked.
The laughing and the joke, and the thing is, it was the choking made it worse because they kept up with more innuendo.
They're like, "Oh, you're choking on the balls." It got bad.
And if you think there's cream involved and everything, and it's like
really bad.
And like
we can't really say too much more because that might turn this into an R-rated podcast, and we don't want that.
No, but obviously, but we've talked about this in sub, but this is the most in depth. But innuendos are the best thing, and and it brings out these card games and the games. It brings out our sense of humour. So like more. So obviously you can laugh at anything like commodities, but then you get to find out more people's like twisted and like dark sense of humour, and we don't judge anyone by what their humour is, but
we've discovered how dark and dirty Scott's humour got.
Yeah, you think he's an innocent saint? No.
Considering how awkward he can be sometimes.
I mean,
Jesus.
I've
Christ.
got like dark humour and stuff like that.
Yeah, you're dark, but Scott's like blue.
Oh god, yeah.
I thought mine was pretty bad here and there.
Oh,
I felt Max was quite tame here and there.
He was.
In comparison, Max is now the innocent one.
Yeah, out of our group of unlikely people to be innocent.
Things you like to see.
Oh god.
The 4 of us in that.
God, it'd be like the 4 Horsemen of Apocalypse.
Yeah, but no, we've had some good times.
We do. And sometimes it is nice having in the circles and just a couple of people around and just to chat.
And it's nice that we have inside jokes that we could say at any time, like balls deep.
Oh.
Profiteroles.
Yeah, basically, and it's like, if anything, and the thing is,
please ignore the cats.
It's all common stuff that comes up in normal conversation. It could be a really serious conversation, and it just breaks.
We just say one thing, and it's normally me or Scott.
Yeah.
You try your darndest to keep us on the narrow, and Max doesn't always pick it up, but Scott and I, whenever there's an innuendo moment, we are there.
The thing is, if it starts, then I can't resist, and I have to get involved. I have to get balls deep, as they say.
But yeah, it's been good. It's been good. Now, Mark, I believe it's time for question corner.
Oh.
So I'm gonna turn to face you.
Indeed.
look at you seductively
And
go, "Hey, buddy, what have you got for me today?"
So, in the medieval time across the world, if you had one profession to be in, and it could be anything apart from royalty, what would you like to be? Not saying you can't work for the royalties, but you could never be royalty.
Right. So medieval era, I would either be a cook or a blacksmith. Now, I pick a cook because, look at me, I like food.
Yeah.
But I picked blacksmith for a really odd reason, is that it would relate to my D&D character.
Right.
Because I'm a dwarven bard, but my character's history is that he was a weaponsmith.
Yes, I remember.
So I would like to, might as well live out that fence. It's either that or I'd be a bard.
Which I think that actually, and the thing is, with bards throughout history is, yes, there's music involved. Also, they can be really good spy masters.
Exactly, because, get a few bits of information for some silver and get a good time for some gold. Yeah.
At the end of the day, you got to keep the network. And I agree with Chris, because my answer is, obviously, go with, I'd want to be in the Viking era and around those parts, but I would be like a crafter, sound like a blacksmith, but also crafting the vessels or to the siege weapons and stuff like that, and I've always taken a shine to it.
Yeah, no, that makes sense. I could see you completely doing that, tinkering with things. Yeah, no, that makes sense. What else you got for me?
So, out of the choice of between living in a Minecraft world to living in a Valheim world, and both are going to be as deadly with spawns and stuff, so zombies will also hit harder.
Okay. So which would I pick?
Yeah.
Minecraft.
Yeah, that's fair enough.
Mate, I'm gonna fly.
To be honest,
the Valheim world is really fascinating and I love it. The tree looks amazing.
Oh, it does.
I'm gonna sneeze in it. I'm trying not to. But when it comes to Minecraft, the texture's a bit shit in comparison to Valheim. However, I can carry anything with no weight limit. I can carry thousands of items in one go with no weight limit. I have a pocket limit, but not a weight limit.
No, that's true.
And that every block is 1 cubic meter.
Yeah, true.
So I think that's 64 cubic meters of dirt. It works out.
And you can respawn, which is always handy.
Yeah, respawn. You can respawn in both.
Because that's why I picked Valheim.
Which is good. Respawning is helpful.
Yes.
But I just like going to the end and just beating up shulkers, but getting the wings and just come fly with me, come fly, let's fly away. And then again, I don't know if you can fly in Valheim. I don't think you can.
No.
And if it were for the fact that you couldn't fly in Minecraft, then it might be Valheim. But then again, with Minecraft, it would also be the literal different dimensions.
Yeah.
Because the Nether and the End, it's like having 3 worlds, whereas at the moment Valheim just looks like to be the one world.
Yeah, it's like one of the one of the realms of many.
Also less poison to deal with.
Yeah, true.
There's only cave spiders and witches.
I think I would definitely, mine would be Valheim, but I would have to see other people as well because
no trolls.
Yeah, well, that'd be a funny interaction. Just come back like, right, round 2.
Hello there.
Oh god, the tree swing.
But no, I could. Yeah, no, that makes sense for you.
And the thing
Plus, as Vikings, you love Vikings.
Oh, I do. But the thing is, what I'd have to do is so like in Minecraft, you have villages and you can pop it the thing. I would need that in Valheim, so I'm hoping maybe at one point because the game still will be worked on.
Yeah.
They might add elements, but if I could have anything, it would either be other Viking type or Norse people there. Fair enough. Don't be in the places where are danger, but have safe hubs. We've come across a merchant in there.
Exactly.
But basically have like areas like that with other people, because at the end of the day I would still want to see people, and in Valheim you can work with people because you're there basically to break out of this area and fight monsters. But yeah, mine would just be funny because it'd be like, right, going against the troll.
But if I was in Valheim, it would be you and me, like it is actually on Valheim. Just like troll. You ready, Mark?
Oh god, yeah.
No. To be fair, the last troll we faced
Was
neither of us died.
no.
We annihilated him.
And the best thing is, there's a patch coming out this autumn, which is going to help with actually being able to now block more of its attacks.
That'd be good, because, and we're dead.
Yeah, it's basically if they could throw us on the ground, my god, they would.
But no, the last couple of trolls we faced, I think the 1-star got us,
Yeah.
but the no-star we just annihilated before it even hit us.
Oh god, yeah, we did. They're both bows now, so it's like, it's basically like the scene out of like Lord of the Rings, like Legolas with the trolls coming in.
It only counts as one.
Oh god, we have a good time.
Yeah.
But it's like we geared up for like the second boss in the game, and my god, it was easy.
Yeah, we're just like, Mark was doing close range, and I was just stood behind a rock, just sniping it from a distance.
We didn't even call it his actual real name, we just called it Groot, or Fighting Groot.
Fighting Groot! Giant Groot! And just like, yeah, I mean, it took a while, it took a lot of resource, took a lot of arrows.
Oh god, yeah.
Because, he had a lot of health.
Oh, he does.
But it wasn't that difficult.
No.
And now we're prepping for the third boss. We're getting more resources,
Yeah.
poison resistance. We've got iron now, so we're starting to get iron armor.
Oh god, yeah.
It's gonna be crazy, man.
It is. But obviously, that is the end of Mark's Question Corner for this episode. And guess what, folks? We are nearing the end. And it's going to be slightly less nerve-wracking because we don't have a guest to bear witness to this element. Now, I kind of love and hate this element because I introduced it in season 1.
You tell this story every episode.
And I know, but it's good for everyone that's listening first. Because you get the sense of, I kind of like, love-hate Chris at the moment because it's like, he wanted this.
You started it, I kept it on, and it puts pressure on both of us, blah-de-blah-blah.
Yeah.
But people have heard it, Mark.
Yeah.
They know what's coming. It's jingle time. And because Mark did it in front of Liam last week, it's my turn. And do I have anything planned? No.
Some plan stuff, because this is what happens to me.
Come down to the BarCast. Come down and sing and laugh and drink and talk. Come down to BarCast. We're here all the time.
I love it, but I hate it because it just was no hesitation, no nothing.
I didn't even think of that. That was pure ad-lib as well.
Which I'm very impressed about, but I hate at the same point because that's annoying.
I did that first line. I looked at it and goes, what am I saying after this? That'll work. Let's go with that.
I mean, that's what we want because it's improv and it makes the jingles good. It's a love-hate relationship I have with them because I like to add elements we've talked about and I get tongue-tied half the time.
Yeah.
Oh.
But, folks, that's it for now. Our next episode is due in a couple of weeks.
Yeah.
Which I'm not sure on the date. But we'll keep you updated on Twitter, as we always do, at CM BarChats. You can check him out on Instagram at the one and only Chapstar.
That indeed.
I'm Crispy Sings. I'm Chris Phillips. This is Mark Chappell. And until next time, folks, have a drink, have a laugh. We love you from the bottom of our guts. And until next time, bye.
Just a couple of guys chatting over a brew. Won't tell you no lies. It's